Made in Hollywood.
A timeless young adult novel is finally hitting the big screen with Oprah Winfrey, Reese Witherspoon, and Mindy Kaling.
In A Wrinkle in Time, a young girl escorted by 3 mystical guides embarks on an adventure through time and space in order to save her father.
We are about to present a scene from A Wrinkle in Time. We hope you enjoy it.
Yes, go watch.
What if we are here for a reason? What if we are a part of something truly divine? Imagine 91 billion light years traveled like that.
The book has a different meaning for readers depending on what age they are, and similarly, I feel like the movie will be received differently by the viewer depending on what lens they are seeing it through. For you guys, when you watch the movie, what do you see it as?
I've only seen it one time, and you guys too?
Only one time.
So the first time you're just trying to see what your work is. You're like, but I actually was able to distance myself for you and just look at the beauty of it.
Stay listening and action. I watch it through the eyes of a child because we made it for children, we made it for kids, young people. So I had to, for 2 years, try to put myself in that mindset. And it's a great place to be.
The movie is an earnest, truthful, heart on its sleeve depiction of love conquers all.
I think seeing a little girl at the center of a huge action-adventure story is really inspiring. I think as a little kid, I would have just dreamt to see a movie like this.
I think as a child watching this, which is what I know Ava said, picture yourself as a child watching this. It's just a great adventure story.
It reminded me also of a movie I grew up with, like the Never-Ending Story, where there's, those huge epic fantasies that you go on as a child, and I think they stay with you. The images are so powerful, and yet there are so many deep and spiritual messages within this film that I think, are so important for our times.
Your father has accomplished something extraordinary, also dangerous.
Yeah, I look at it the same way. I look at it seeing myself portray and tell Meg's story, and seeing her journey and seeing her grow, and I look at it with a whole bunch of happiness and gratefulness and joy.
He's trapped by a darkness that's actively spreading throughout the universe. And the only one who can stop it is you. Be a warrior.
I'll try.
Adapted from a book which was initially rejected by 26 publishers because it was too different, and having a female protagonist was very uncommon at the time. How important is this film to today's culture?
It's critical, I think. I think we have to have different storytellers telling different kinds of stories, because I think audiences have changed.
You couldn't have done this movie in '63. All the women in the kitchen have taken their aprons off, thrown them down, and walked out. They would have just been over. They've been like, that's it.
Well, not only was the book rejected by publishers, but once it was published, it was banned by many libraries and many schools. So this was written by a woman, a radical woman back in the '60s, and the fact that we're still grappling with the same ideas of, girls and women in key roles, and women behind the camera, and women in government, and just women in safety in general, in the workplace and at home. These are things we have to keep talking about.
For me, somebody looking like myself and Storm in the lead of a Disney franchise, it just did not exist for me. So I think images are so powerful, and this incredibly diverse cast for people to be able to see themselves reflected on screen in such a gorgeous, fantastical scale is really, really powerful.
You're going to be tested every step of the way. Trust nothing.
Darling, time for dinner.
And in the film and in the book, Mrs. Whatsit says, you can't take any credit for your talents. It's how you use them that counts. In this industry, how do you want to use your talents for the better?
To do what we actually are doing with this film, I think we all are carriers of the light, and when you get an opportunity to use the light of yourself, the fullest expression that wants to bring something positive and leave it in the world as an imprint in the world, and you get to do that through film and storytelling, I mean, that's just the best kind of offering that you can give. And it feels like a real gift that you have an opportunity to be a part of a film that touches people's hearts in that way.
The The only thing faster than light is the darkness.